Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to show you my Pixar movies. First up in this collection is the incredible Toy Story. This movie is one of the first Pixar's I've ever watched, obviously because it is their number one. But this one is just so nostalgic. It doesn't matter how many times you see it, you never get bored. You always feel like a kid when you watch this because, it doesn't matter how old I get, I still talk to my toys, I still buy toys, I still play with them. So this film is one of my favourite Pixar's because of that very reason. It's just so fun to watch. It really does just make you feel like a child. So that is Toy Story. Next in my collection is Bug's Life. This film was the very first film I ever saw in the cinema, and I remember falling asleep, but not because I was bored, but because I think it was quite late at night and I was very young. But I remember waking up halfway through it and really feeling sad because I had missed some because I was enjoying it so much. So when it first came out, my mum got it for me, and this was the first Pixar movie that I picked up on Blu-ray because for me it is the most nostalgic. It's not my favourite one to watch, but it's the most nostalgic one from my childhood. So Bug's Life. Next one in my Pixar is Toy Story 2. I love this one, I really wanted to be Jessie when I was young because she was so badass, she just ran around, she done everything, she was fearless, and she was just such an awesome character. And if you are a girl and you didn't want to be Jessie, then I don't know who you wanted to be, but she was a character to be if you were a girl. If anyone could actually be a character from Toy Story, let me know which one you'd be and give me your reasons why. For me, like I said, it was Jessie. It might not be Jessie now, but when I was a kid, I wanted to be this badass toy character. Next up is the wonderful Monsters, Inc. I love this movie. It might be in my top 3 favourite Pixar's. It's such a good, warm feeling. It shows friendship, kindness. It shows no matter who you are, you can love and respect and be friends with anybody in the world. And this one shows that amazingly well. It's a really fun time. When I was a kid, I remember watching it. I always felt scared of monsters being under my bed or in my cupboard. I was a very scared kid, and I think it's because of all the horrors I watched. So this one, it scared me a bit, but not in a bad way. It scared me in a fun way. I really wanted some of these monsters to pop out of my cupboard so I could just be friends with them, cuddle them. They could be like your teddy bear, say goodnight stories to you, and it would have just been such a wonderful childhood if that did happen. But I think everybody, they had their little fears, somebody popping out the cupboard. So I think that's one thing I love about Pixar, they base their movies around childhood experiences. So, talking to your toys, monsters hiding in your cupboard, it's just, they're very clever with their stories, and I think that's why I much prefer Pixar over Disney. And like I say, this one definitely in my top 3. It's such a fun watch, incredible film, beautiful animation, and it's just, it makes you feel like a kid, this one. So, Monsters, Inc. Next up is Finding Nemo. So this is probably my favourite Pixar, number 1. It's such an incredible movie. I said in my entire movie collection that if I could be an animated character, it would be Nemo. Because, Nemo is kind, he's friendly, he is loyal, he's just an adorable little character. And if you were him, you would be so happy with yourself because look at his little face, look at that smile. He's just so friendly, he loves everyone, he does. He's just great. So yeah, Finding Nemo. If I was an animated character, I would be Nemo. Let me know who you would be if you were an animated character. And let me know if this is in your top 3, because for me, like I say, it's my number 1. Next is The Incredibles. Now, if you watch this, everybody wanted a superhero, everybody wanted one of these powers. For me, it was always difficult to decide which power I would want. I think I'd probably go with speed now, just because I feel like speed, you could do so much of it. But I think when I was a kid, I just wanted to be them all, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to be the most. But this film was such a fun time, the villains in these films, they're great. Every character is so different. They're each so enjoyable to watch. One thing about Pixar as well, I love their character development in their films, and this one does really good character development. But The Incredibles, it feels quite real to life in the sense of the emotion in this one. So I love this one. Let me know in the comments below which one you would be if you could be one of these superheroes, which power you'd want. It'd be pretty cool to read. So, Incredibles. Next is Cars. You know, this one's okay. I don't mind the first one. The second, you know, the other ones, I'm not too keen on them. But this one I enjoy. It's funny because I won Employee of the Month at the cinema where I work, and we usually do this guessing game where you have to guess the picture to see who it's related to. And there was a picture of Cars for my guessing game, and I think it said my last name on one of the trucks, McIntyre or something. So that was pretty cool that they related my guessing game to a Pixar film, which was pretty decent. That was just a little fun fact. It's not relevant to this collection update at all. But it's pretty cool. Cars, you know, it's a fun time. The only one you need, I think. You know, they should probably stop making them, but this one's pretty decent. I don't mind it. So it's a bit of a laugh. So it's Cars. Next up, Ratatouille. I love those kind of, you know, little animals, rodents, whatever, friends with the humans. I love those kind of stories because, and again, it goes back to friendship. I love those kind of friendship stories. You know, you could just be friends with anyone. You know, if they're fun, if they're loving, just be friends. So this one I love. You know, fun fact again about this one, my friend knows the whole song in this. She doesn't know a single word that it means, but whenever we're at work, she just sings it. And I don't know a single word from the song, but it's pretty cool to listen to. But Ratatouille, I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite Pixar's. It's probably, you know, past my top 5. But it is a very fun film to watch. It's really hard to pick your favourite Pixar's because the majority of them are just so incredible. I haven't actually opened this one yet, so I need to pop it in sometime soon. But Ratatouille. WALL-E. I don't know what that impression was, but it was an impression nevertheless. But WALL-E, this one's a fun time, you know, a little sci-fi film. I kind of like the different feel to this one compared to other Pixar movies. You know, it still shows everything that Pixar love, but it's a good one, you know, sci-fi. I liked it. I like sci-fi movies, so this one is really enjoyable to watch. Again, I haven't popped this one in yet, but I really need to check it out again soon. I remember really enjoying it, and, you know, I want to go back and give it another go. So, WALL-E. So that was actually it for my actual Pixar movies. I don't have them all yet. I need to pick up the rest of them. You know, they can get quite expensive. But I do need the rest because some of the ones after this, you know, are my favourites. You know, I need to get Monsters University and all of them, and Up. You know, such a beautiful film. So I'll pick them up at some point. But I do have these ones. We've got Pixar short films, complete first collection. I love this one. You know, this old guy, the one playing chess. That was my favourite short when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I watched it pretty much every single day of my life. I just loved it. I found him so funny. It's pretty much me, you know, played by myself. I went from side to side of the table, had a good laugh with myself. So that guy was essentially me. So I love that Pixar short. You know, Pixar are very good at their shorts. I love it when they put them at the beginning of their movies, when I watch them at the cinema. So, you know, my friend actually got me these for my birthday last year, which was very kind of them. So it's very nice to have this in the collection. And, of course, short films collection too. Haven't opened this one yet. I know I've seen some of them on there. But, yeah, I need to pop this one in again soon. I'm not actually sure the run time of these. I don't know. I can't find the run time, but I think they're usually around 45 minutes, I think. So I'll pop it in soon and give this one a watch. So it's really nice to have these. So that is it for these Pixar movies. Let me know your favourite if you have a favourite. And I will see you in the next video. I'm going to be doing my top 10 favourite chick flicks and favourite horror movies. Completely different genres. Both genres I love. But I'm looking forward to doing those. So see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you later.